Hello guys, welcome back to our anime moment. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of Renegade Immortal episode number 448 based on novel. So let's start. It is very likely that the other method the ancient Celestial Emperor thought of was related to the Ancient Order. The ancient Celestial Emperor lured the Ancient Order here. He schemed around the Ancient Order and even the three clans. He wanted to use them to raise the heavenly Tao. Someone like the ancient Celestial Emperor would only act when he felt 100% sure, so he should have succeeded. However, how did the heavenly Tao get killed in the end? Also, back in the Alliance star system, when I was going through divine retribution, I inadvertently opened a spatial rift that led to a strange world. There were many ancient god, ancient demon, and ancient devil statues there. Is that place related to the Ancient Order tomb, and is it related to the seven-colored Daoist? Also, almost every generation of Vermilion Bird has been sealed. Everything points toward the Sovereign's teacher? Who is the Sovereign's teacher? There is also the woman in silver who screamed and went berserk after seeing the statue of the seven-colored Daoist. She kept saying that she didn't open the door. What exactly was the door, and why was the seven-colored Daoist so angry that he began a slaughter? Could this door be the one that leads to the heavenly Tao? Or a door that sealed his enemy? Or a door to another world? Or everything I've guessed is wrong? Wang Lin frowned. He could only analyze to this point given the clues he found. He wasn't certain of much himself. When the rank 5 platform was formed, the voice that called himself Emo said that the people of his clan could pass the reincarnation gate to obtain his inheritance. People not of his clan can go to his Earth Palace. What is this Earth Palace? Wang Lin rubbed his temples and his eyes lit up. No matter what, the existence of the Ancient Order tomb is bound to be related to the seven-colored Daoist. Was this place created to raise the heavenly Tao? Or a place Emo created to pass down his inheritance after he died? This is called the Ancient Order tomb. Could this be the tomb of Ancient Order Emo? The more he pondered, the more confused he became. After a long time, he let out a sigh and no longer thought about these irritating things. His eyes lit up and he looked at the withered trees around him. If I'm not wrong, these trees were planted by someone. After the statue sealed the skull, the trees absorbed the ancient god aura inside the head. The reason they all withered and died is because all the ancient god power in the skull has dissipated over time. Without ancient god power, they withered. When Greed came here, he only saw one tree left. If he hadn't come, it is likely that the last tree would have withered too. It can be said that aside from Greed, it has been a very long time since someone came here, including the person who planted these trees. It is likely that he planted them and never came back. Wang Lin's eyes lit up. After pondering a bit, he revealed a decisive gaze. He sat down between the eyebrows of the skull and took a deep breath. Then his hand formed seals and a large amount of restrictions filled the sky, forming a protective barrier. He also summoned the thunder tattoo and hid it in the sky. The 9-colored fire also appeared, and even the blood sword was hidden in the sky by Wang Lin. All of his preparations were stacked together to form a powerful killing formation. If anyone dared to recklessly charge in, they would be trapped in this killing formation. After setting up the defenses, Wang Lin didn't hesitate to pour all his ancient god power into the skull below. The skull was like a bottomless pit. No matter how much ancient god power Wang Lin poured in, there was no change. Time slowly passed, but Wang Lin didn't stop pouring ancient god power into the skull. The ancient god stars between his eyebrows started shining. As the 6 stars rotated, even more ancient god power rushed out. After several hours of Wang Lin nourishing the skull with his ancient god power, he noticed something about the skull change. The withered trees seemed to gain nourishment and began to show signs of life. However, if he wanted to revive all the trees here, it would not only take too much time, but Wang Lin didn't have enough ancient god power. After pondering a bit, Wang Lin gave up reviving them all and focused his ancient god power on 19 of the trees. Time passed. The 19 trees gradually changed from the withered state as more and more vitality returned. Their trunks were restored to their original color and the restoration gradually spread upwards. This process was extremely boring. As Wang Lin maintained the injection of ancient god power, his right hand pointed to between his eyebrows and the Emperor Furnace appeared before him. The Emperor Furnace could be big or small. Right now it was only 100 feet large. It was chaotic inside it and faint screams could be heard. Wang Lin split his mind in two, then he formed a seal and pointed at the furnace. The chaos inside the furnace dissipated and a black ocean appeared before Wang Lin. This ocean was dead and there were no waves. A large amount of poisoned Joss flame souls was inside. Refine. Wang Lin pointed forward and the poison ocean seemed to burn. Muffled roars could be heard and large waves formed whirlpools that raged violently. This ocean is made of great desolation's poison along with Tao Master Miao Yin's Joss flame souls. After I refine it, it will become a powerful poison treasure. Wang Lin's expression was calm and he began to refine. The ocean inside the Emperor Furnace roared even more violently. The countless Joss flame souls let out shrill screams. These voices were extremely harsh. Fortunately, they were blocked by the Emperor Furnace, so by the time they reached outside, they had weakened a lot. Thunderous rumbles went on non-stop and large amounts of black fog floated above the ocean. This black fog was the ocean that was refined into gas, and it soon filled the entire Emperor Furnace. However, the black fog didn't dissipate, it continued to gather. After it gathered to a certain point, it turned into black clouds. Then drops of black rain fell back into the ocean. This became a cycle, but when the ocean water turned into rain, there was a lot less of it. It wasn't that there was less poison, but the poison was now more condensed. Shortly after, more and more black clouds appeared in the Emperor Furnace, and the rain continued to fall. Waves roared, and as Wang Lin continued to refine, the ocean level decreased. After 3 days of non-stop rain, only half of the ocean remained. The color of the ocean was now dark black, and not even divine sense could penetrate it. The poison inside became even more terrifying. Seeing that nothing abnormal had happened and the poison ocean was still being refined, Wang Lin relaxed. He waved his hand and the poison ocean disappeared and another realm appeared. This realm was also filled with an endless ocean, but this ocean was purple and was filled with rare Joss flame souls. Esteemed Ling Dong was sitting at the bottom of the ocean. His hands formed a seal as he refined these Joss flame souls like crazy. He was trying to make them dedicate their Joss flames to him. There was a giant statue behind esteemed Ling Dong. This was the devil god statue from Ling Dong's clan. This statue gave off a light, and all the Joss flame souls that were shrouded in this light revealed confusion and struggle. Some Joss flame souls had already been converted, giving their Joss flames to Ling Dong to be absorbed. Esteemed Ling Dong's face was rosy and filled with excitement. When Wang Lin saw this, he frowned slightly. These Joss flame souls belonged to Tao Master Miao Yin, and even for esteemed Ling Dong, it would take a long time to convert them. Although Wang Lin was in no rush, the ancient order tomb was dangerous. If he could speed up Ling Dong's absorption and help him enter the third step, it would help Wang Lin greatly. While pondering, Wang Lin split off a part of his divine sense into the Emperor Furnace. Then his figure appeared in the sky above the purple ocean. Ancient slave. A majestic voice echoed inside the Emperor Furnace. Esteemed Ling Dong opened his eyes and revealed fervor and respect. He then rushed above the ocean. He stopped 100 feet from Wang Lin and knelt down in the air. Ancient slave Ling Dong greets Master. I wonder if Master has anything that he wants this ancient slave to do. Wang Lin's phantom coldly looked at esteemed Ling Dong. After a long time he slowly said, I'll give you a spell. I believe that with your cultivation level, you should be able to learn it quickly. With this spell, you can absorb the Joss flames here and enter the real third step. Esteemed Ling Dong suddenly raised his head and fervor filled his eyes. He had cultivated for his entire life to become a third step cultivator, but due to the lack of Joss flames, he was stopped. Forget the fact that he was under the effect of Wang Lin's dream Tao and the Emperor Furnace. If Wang Lin could give him such a great fortune, even if he wasn't under any influence, he would still be willing to follow Wang Lin. As long as he could complete his Tao, he was willing to do whatever it took. Wang Lin raised his right hand and pointed forward. A seal shot toward Ling Dong. Ling Dong didn't stop it, allowing it to penetrate his forehead and land on his origin soul. Dao spell fuse. Quickly comprehend his spell. Wang Lin withdrew his gaze. He was extremely satisfied with taking in esteemed Ling Dong. With the Emperor Furnace and many other methods, he wasn't afraid of Ling Dong betraying him. If I can meet another early-stage third-step cultivator, it won't be difficult to battle them with Ling Dong here. If I can capture that person and refine another ancient slave, Wang Lin's divine sense disappeared from the sky above the sea and returned to his body. At the same time outside, the burly man from the Heavenly Wolf clan was rushing through on his rank 5 platform. He was getting closer and closer to this location. Not far away, only 3 more days for me to get there. If I can obtain 9 of these leaves, I can use my Heavenly Wolf Dao and seal it so it can stay with me forever. Even though I'll still be at the early stage of Nirvana Void, but I'll be the strongest early stage Nirvana Void cultivator. The burly man's eyes were filled with excitement as he controlled the platform to fly faster and faster. Esteemed Ling Dong was gifted the fused Dao spell by Wang Lin. Then his body trembled and he gradually sank into the bottom of the ocean. He was very talented. If he wasn't, he wouldn't be half a step into the 3rd step. Esteemed Ling Dong had completely understood the Dao spell after several hours. Although his understanding wasn't as deep as Wang Lin's, it was enough to deal with these Joss flame souls that were without a master. The ocean inside the Emperor Furnace churned violently until it formed a giant vortex. At the center was esteemed Ling Dong. His eyes gave off a mysterious light as he used the Dao spell Wang Ling had given him to fuse with the Joss flame souls. Wang Lin was still sitting outside the Emperor Furnace as he continued to use his ancient god power to nourish those 19 trees. Right now the trees no longer looked withered. Giving off powerful vitality, the trees showed signs of growing leaves. After withdrawing his gaze, Wang Lin waved his right hand and a rift to his storage space opened. He reached in and pulled out the sealed girl from the Sealing Extermination clan. Although the girl's appearance wasn't superb, she was still very beautiful. Her black hair was covering part of her pale face and her eyes were closed. Her timid expression would make people want to care for her. "What is your name?" After taking her out, Wang Lin eased the seal a bit to allow her to awaken, but her eyes were still closed. After hearing Wang Lin's question, her eyelashes trembled and she slowly opened her eyes. Her eyes were very beautiful, with distinct black and white, but right now they were filled with panic. She bit her lower lip and didn't dare to look at Wang Lin. Looking at her, Wang Lin couldn't help remember another face filled with the same panic and timidness. The only difference was that that pair of eyes also contained stubbornness and hatred. Very similar to Yao Shishue, Wang Lin's eyes gradually grew cold and he slowly said, "What is your name?" The girl from the Sealing Extermination clan's voice trembled and she whispered, "Jiman." "Feng Jiman." "Jiman. It is a good name. You have died twice, how did you survive?" Wang Lin's voice was calm, but a pressure spread out and shrouded this girl. "I'm the maid of Dao Master Miao Yin. You've captured me, so he will definitely kill you." The girl bit her lower lip and looked at Wang Lin. Her timidness was still there, but she suppressed it by force. Wang Lin slowly said, "He can't enter the ancient order tomb." After the girl heard this, her face became even more pale. She was a smart person, so she immediately understood Wang Lin's meaning. Impossible. The Dao Master's avatar couldn't have been killed. The girl was terrified and even her voice became sharp. Wang Lin coldly looked at the girl and didn't explain. He waved his hand and a jade flew out. The jade touched her forehead and the scene of Dao Master Miao Yin's avatar dying appeared in her mind. This girl was someone close to Dao Master Miao Yin, so she knew a lot about his spells. She had her own method of determining if the information inside the jade was true or false. The girl's face became more and more pale. It wasn't difficult for her to see that this was true. Under the attack from Wang Lin and Great Desolation, there was no chance for Miao Yin's avatar, who had his cultivation suppressed, to survive. In particular, seeing Great Desolation possessing Miao Yin's avatar made her last sliver of hope disappear, and she trembled. "My patience is limited. If you don't answer my question, I'll crush your soul." Wang Lin's voice gradually grew colder. He knew that there was something strange about the Sealing Extermination clan, so he didn't use Soul Search directly but first crushed her resistance. The panic in the girl's eyes became even stronger. She knew that she had no chance of escaping. Her master had already died, sealing her path of retreat. Wang Lin slowly said, "There was no deep hatred between us before. Even if you did hunt me, I have killed you once, so that can be offset. If you cooperate, I won't kill you, and I can even let you go." The girl pondered for a bit and whispered, "My Sealing Extermination clan members have 3 lives." Wang Lin's eyes lit up and he quickly asked, "From what spell?" The girl bit her lower lip and softly said, "It's not a spell. When the people of my Sealing Extermination clan are born, the elder of the clan takes us to worship the ancestor. After worshipping the ancestor, we have 3 lives. You are courting death. You still dare to hide things from me? Since you're asking for your death, don't blame me." There was a flash of killing intent in Wang Lin's eyes as he raised his right hand and slammed down on the girl's forehead. The girl's eyes were filled with endless fear. She screamed, "I'm not hiding anything. When members of my clan are born, they have no clan mark. Only after worshipping the ancestor does the clan mark appear, and then we would have 3 lives." Wang Lin's right hand stopped 3 inches from the girl's forehead and he coldly stared at her. "How is the sealing spell from the Sealing Extermination clan used?" "We offer our life and open the clan mark. The power of the ancestor comes out from the mark and carries out the seal," the girl quickly answered in fear. As soon as she finished speaking, Wang Lin's right hand suddenly landed on her forehead and he began to soul search. Her mind collapsed and put up no resistance as Wang Lin swept through it. With Wang Lin's cultivation level, he could easily search her memory without injuring her soul. After learning all her memories, her eyes lit up and his right hand swept across her forehead. He pulled out her clan mark from her forehead. With a wave of his hand, seals filled her body and he put her away inside his storage space. He then pondered as he looked at the flickering clan mark in his hand. The Sealing Extermination clan was an extremely strange clan. They weren't related by blood but captured babies, and if they could survive worshipping the ancestor, they would become part of their clan. The chance of death was very high, and a long time ago, the Sealing Extermination clan's altar disappeared. At the present day, there were very few Sealing Extermination clan members remaining. And because the clan mark was branded on them, they wouldn't die when they lost their clan mark, and even their cultivation level wouldn't fall. They would just no longer belong to the Sealing Extermination clan. What was noteworthy about the Sealing Extermination clan, aside from their bizarre sealing spell, was their amazing 3-life spell. This spell could be taken and used on someone else. After looking at the Sealing Extermination clan mark, Wang Lin silently put it away. As for the girl, he didn't intend to kill her. There wasn't any hate between them and he had taken her clan mark. After leaving the Ancient Order tomb, he would just release her. Just as he put away the clan mark, Wang Lin suddenly looked up at the 19 trees he was nourishing. These trees were filled with life and were very green. Countless leaves appeared on the trees. However, none of these leaves were ancient leaves, so he continued to inject ancient god power into them. One of the trees looked like an autumn tree, and its leaves gradually fell. Only one leaf remained and didn't fall. As a result, all the ancient god power that entered the tree rushed into that leaf. Wang Lin calmly stared at it, and after the leaf absorbed a large amount of ancient god power, it flashed. However, it was still a normal leaf without any aura of an ancient leaf. In an instant, the root of the leaf loosened as if it was going to fall. Wang Lin's eyes narrowed and the leaf fell from the tree. It slowly landed on the ground and became an ordinary leaf. The tree no longer absorbed ancient god power and slowly withered until it turned to dust. Wang Lin began to frown. At this moment, the leaves on the remaining 18 trees began to fall. From the looks of it, it was going to be the same as before. If this continued, then the large amount of time and ancient god power Wang Lin had spent would be for nothing. Why is it like this? Could it be that I misjudged it? Ancient leaf. Ancient leaf. Ancient leaf. Wang Lin's eyes lit up as if he had noticed something. He suddenly stood up and stared at the 18 trees before him. He then took a deep breath and blew. A gust of wind filled with his breath howled toward the 18 trees. As the wind swept by, the leaves on the 18 trees all fell, leaving behind only 18 leaves. They were blown by Wang Lin's breath and seemed to absorb the aura within, then they began to emit a radiant light. Wang Lin's eyes were filled with joy and his right hand reached out at the void. The 18 leaves detached from the trees and flew toward Wang Lin. Ancient leaves? The vortex rotated rapidly and esteemed Ling Dong charged out. His eyes were filled with excitement and a powerful aura erupted from him. Countless Joss flames appeared around Ling Dong like illusory ribbons. This was a distinctive characteristic of third-step cultivators. After the third joy came the fourth. Thunderous rumbles echoed in the sky above the forest. A platform 50,000 feet large came through the distortion in the sky. There was a burly man standing on the platform. He was startled as he didn't expect to see Wang Lin here. The moment the burly man from the Heavenly Wolf clan was startled, Wang Lin waved his right hand. The thunder tattoo that was hidden in the sky suddenly appeared. All of this happened in an instant and the thunder tattoo descended. The burly man reacted very fast. With a wave of his hand, the ancient leaf appeared. He placed the ancient leaf on his chest to seal his emotions so they couldn't be used by Wang Lin's ethereal fire. There was a hint of mockery on his face as his hand formed a seal and a 10,000-foot heavenly wolf appeared. It roared and pounced toward the thunder tattoo. However, just at this moment, the 9-colored fire burned menacingly behind the thunder tattoo and surrounded the heavenly wolf. There was a flash of bloodlight as the blood sword pierced the heavenly wolf, then it charged at the burly man. Since we have met here, it is time for you to die. I didn't think you would be the 5th person to obtain a rank 5 platform. After killing you, my tomb can become rank 6. If you want to blame anyone, you have to blame your luck for being bad enough to meet me here. The burly man smiled as he waved his right hand. Joss flames appeared and formed another 10,000-foot wolf that pounced at the blood sword. The burly man stepped forward and moved like lightning. He charged through Wang Lin's restriction and shot toward Wang Lin. His eyes were locked onto the 18 ancient leaves before Wang Lin, and greed appeared in his eyes. I'll kill you and obtain the leaves. 1 stone to kill 2 birds. This is a wonderful thing. The burly man smiled and his right hand formed a claw as he reached toward Wang Lin. You sure say a lot of crap. Wang Lin was calm, and as the burly man approached, he waved his hand. The Emperor Furnace appeared and smashed toward the burly man. You will die today for sure, all resistance is futile. The burly man shook his head and waved his right hand. His hand collided with the Emperor Furnace, causing it to shake violently. However, just at this moment, a powerful rebound force came from where the burly man's hand landed. This force entered his body and caused his expression to change. He coughed out blood and was about to retreat. A laugh came out from the Emperor Furnace. Esteemed Ling Dong had blood stains on the corners of his mouth as he rushed out from the purple ocean inside the Emperor Furnace. He stood at the tip of the wave from the purple ocean and killing intent filled his eyes as he shot toward the burly man. The endless Joss flames surrounded his body and created murmuring echoes. Ling Dong. The burly man's pupils shrank and he felt that something was wrong. The appearance of Ling Dong had thrown off his calculations against Wang Lin. He was shocked by the Joss flames around Ling Dong, and he didn't know why Ling Dong was helping Wang Lin. Ju Jin. Esteemed Ling Dong rushed forward and closed in on the burly man in a flash. The purple ocean raged and turned into a giant statue with folded arms. A powerful destructive force shot out at the burly man. The burly man quickly retreated, and as he retreated, he ripped open a rift. A fishy smell came from inside the rift and a pair of dark red eyes appeared. The pair of eyes was ruthless, and a wolf howl echoed. A huge, red shadow rushed out, revealing itself to be a red wolf tens of thousands of feet large. It pounced at esteemed Ling Dong's statue. The burly man's heart pounded and he felt like something was wrong. Wang Lin was already not weak and extremely cunning. Now Ling Dong had taken that final half step into the third step as well. The burly man didn't hesitate to give up his dignity as a third step cultivator. The moment the red wolf rushed out, he anxiously retreated. I can't let this battle continue, this can't continue. This esteemed Ling Dong was considered a junior when he was still at the fifth heaven's blight. If it wasn't for the fact that he was unwise and couldn't obtain enough Joss flames, he would have become a third step cultivator long ago. Wang Lin was still standing on top of the ancient god skull. He hadn't moved a step and not even his expression had changed much. He had watched from when the burly man from the Heavenly Wolf clan arrived arrogantly until he retreated in shock. Wang Lin revealed a hint of ridicule and slowly opened his mouth. You were happy after seeing me, but you didn't know that I was even more happy. Wang Lin waved his hand and 2 out of the 18 leaves before him immediately flew out. Their speed was unimaginable. The moment the rift appeared behind the burly man and the red wolf howled, the leaves pierced through space and landed on the rift. Retreat? Wang Lin pointed forward and 2 more ancient leaves flew out. They were extremely fast and could seal anything in the world. They instantly passed the burly man and formed a barrier behind him. The burly knew how strange the ancient leaves were. At this moment, he changed his trajectory and moved to the left. To the left? Wang Lin pointed at 2 of the ancient leaves and they sealed the sky to the left. The moment the burly man stopped and turned to the right, Wang Lin sneered. He waved his hand and 2 more ancient leaves sealed the sky to the right. To the right? Not even up and down will work. Then 4 ancient leaves flew out and sealed the sky above and below, leaving only the front open. However, esteemed Ling Dong had summoned the statue and was battling the red wolf, resulting in thunderous rumbles. Wang Lin took a step forward and waved his right hand. The remaining ancient leaves all flew out toward the burly man from the Heavenly Wolf clan. Esteemed Ling Dong flew out from the impact and charged at the burly man. As the thunderous rumbles echoed, all of the burly man's retreat paths were sealed. At this moment of crisis, his hand formed a seal and a large amount of Joss flame souls appeared. The space distorted and countless thorns drilled out from the burly man's arm. These thorns looked like wolf fangs. Wolf heard, worship the moon, the burly man roared, then he waved his arm and the wolf teeth fell off his arm. The teeths all turned into fierce wolves. There were simply too many of them. They filled the world instantly, and there were tens of thousands of them. Just as they were about to howl, the sky became cloudy and a blood moon appeared. A pressure spread out. However, he didn't have a chance to completely use this third step spell. Wang Lin's right hand pointed at the sky and the Emperor Furnace expanded, surrounding the world and covering the red moon sky. It trapped the tens of thousands of fierce wolves. The expression of the burly man, Zhu Jin, who was being held down by Ling Dong, changed. He was about to give it his all to use his spells to resist when his right hand suddenly stopped. He wasn't able to finish the seals. 9 drops of black water had appeared around him. They gave off an aura that caused his scalp to go numb. He didn't dare to move. Move and you will die? Wang Lin's chilly voice slowly echoed. This video will end here.